Greetings, viewers! So, welcome back to Kenny Chan's YouTube channel, aka 讲车仔. Okay, so in this video, we're basically going to talk about one of my most favorite Hot Wheels fantasy casting. Yes, this is a Hot Wheels video, and as you know, my channel is going to be like mixture of both real life car and Hot Wheels car content. Well, mainly Hot Wheels, but you still get some random like Tomicas and whatever stuck in there. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the casting that we are talking today. So, the casting we're talking about today is, if not one of the most famous cars in the 2005 Hot Wheels Accelerator series. Now, in the Acceleracers, there are basically four teams, and they are the Team Teku, Metal Maniacs, Silencers, and also the Racing Drones. So out of these four teams, there's a car that particularly stands out to me because of how tuner it looks. It looks really cool. When I was a kid, when I first saw the casting, and I'm going to explain like how am I seriously deeply fall in love with it. So here it is. This is the Hot Wheels baseline, and as you can see here, this car looks awesome. I just really like how this car looks. The design and the whole execution of the car is just, it's so cool. And well, granted, if you look at this angle, it looks kind of fine, right? And look at this angle, it looks kind of cool, right? And it wasn't until you look at it from the side, then you realize the car actually slanted forwards, because they want to put it in the animated series, so I think the car has to look more cartoonish than the usual ones. But still, I would be so pumped if I saw one of these in real life, if somebody else actually built a custom version of it. And my particular sample here, to be fair, it's not the best sample of the baseline. As you can see, no tampons on the side. I've been taking it off, and also the wheels, the chrome has gone, and I've been trying to do like a sort of a more of a update version of this, trying to make some changes, but as you guys know, Malaysian COVID, none of the stuff that is easily accessible now. So yeah, we gotta live with this. So the story of how I literally fall in love with this Hot Wheels casting, when I was a kid, back then I believe it's in 2000 something, when KFC launched a special Hot Wheels line for their Chiki Meal. Malaysians, do you still remember Chiki Meal? Yeah, that is a long time ago since they taken it out. And so when they released the Hot Wheels for Chiki Meal, as a kid who particularly like cars, and when I saw those cars in the shelf, and I was like, dang, I had to get one of those. And at that point, they are actually giving away the baseline. So, well, granted, the baseline that they give away, it's not as accurate as the one that you see on the screen right now. Like, for instance, the spoiler on the KFC version, the spoiler doesn't have the opening like this. As you can see, there is an opening there, right? It's a little bit blurry. Yeah, there you go. So here's a gap there. Well, the KFC version, they didn't do the gap on the spoiler, and it's not like Hot Wheels has doing fairly well even, because the most recent baseline release, they sealed up the hole between the spoiler, and it makes it look kinda like a ducktail, but it doesn't really work. This car needs to have a big wing like this. It's a time staple. It's like what is trending back then in the mid 2000s. Cars will modify to an extent, sometimes looks like this, and I believe this is one of the best representation for the tuner cars of the 2000 in a more fantasy way, shall I say. So, continue the story then. So, when I got that car, I was so stunned by how good it looks, and particularly the most standout features for me as a kid, this part, the speaker bed, as I call it, because this okay. So the baseline is basically like a pickup truck. So the styling of the car, or should I say now the pickup truck, is that it's like those Australian utes, where you have two-door big engine on the front, rear-wheel drive, and then a massive bed at the back. So this is what it is, basically what it is. And the way that Hot Wheels did it is they put the speakers at the back here, and they covered the bed. Also, the rear windscreen is gone, and all you can see here is just speakers and tweeters, and these two possibly are amps or something. Not even in the animation they showed it really well. So yeah, this is the feature that got me stunned when I was a kid. I was like, whoa, look at this. These had speakers at the back. I was like, how awesome is this? And at that point, I was totally captured by this casting, and I didn't even know that there is a proper baseline. I thought KFC released the baseline as their exclusive model, and you can't really find it in a Hot Wheels line, because at that point I'm still a kid. I have no idea that the accelerators were airing, because my family didn't let me really watch animated channels when I was a kid, uh, not paid ones at least. So yeah, and I have no idea that these do exist in proper Hot Wheels form. And it wasn't until in 2012 or 2011 I found the baseline color shifter, the yellow one, that shift to the red with the what do you say, the audio visualizer tempo on the body, and that immediately captured me back into my childhood, because at that point I have lost my childhood KFC baseline somewhere, and I had no idea where it goes. I had no idea where it's stored. So kind of a downtime to me, because I have no idea if I had a chance to see this particular design back. So surprisingly, I did, and I bought the color shifter baseline, and basically that car stayed with me for like a long time until I decided to do a custom on it. And in short story, I basically ruined the casting, and it's just not so well. And I decided to sell it off, and I got another baseline, which is the blue one, in TriStar Series 2007, I believe. And I was really satisfied by the blue at the beginning, and it wasn't until it somewhere midway around there, and I decided to, you know what, I'm just gonna do the second attempt on the customs, and sure enough, I messed it up again, because baseline didn't come with metal bodies. They only come with plastic bodies and metal base. And for those who do customize Hot Wheels, you maybe know that plastic bodies are one of the hardest to work on. Basically, whatever you're sprayed on, it's hard to get it back, you know. And so those two, I did mess up the paint halfway there. So that's why you know what, I forget it. And until now, I get this black one. And this black one, originally it did come with tampons on the side, but me as the guy who collect Hot Wheels and need to do something different to his cars, I don't really like side tampons too much, unless they look cool or unless they look proper. But most of the time, I don't really do side tampons, or should I say tampons in any means. And that's why I decided to remove the tampos on this one. It does come with the stars originally, and I just remove it. And the wheel chrome, yeah, I did remove it as well, and because, well, I don't really like chrome wheels too much. I just prefer an all black, mean looking baseline. And to be fair, these wheels are not the best for me for the baseline. There's actually open hole 5 spokes, which are better wheels, suited more fitting to the baseline casting. But for some reason, Hot Wheels in recent years, they don't really use that anymore on the baseline. They decided to use the 5 spokes like this, which make the car look cheap, in my opinion. And the open hole 5 spokes did solve another problem. So as you can see here, these wheels, uh, the front and the back are different sizes, but due to their different sizes, Hot Wheels have do slightly alteration between the big size wheel on the front and the mega size wheel at the back. So if you notice here, the front wheel, the spokes are actually thicker, right? And the rear wheels, they don't, they look slimmer, so it doesn't really look like it's a matching wheel, to be honest. But this is not like, oh, this car has an error, the wheels do look like that, but it do look like that. These wheels are all, both of them are 5-spoke wheels, but only the size difference makes them look different. So this is kind of a bummer in my book. So if I had a chance to change the wheel to open hole 5 spokes on my baseline, yeah, I would do it. And maybe I will put some pictures on my Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. And for my Instagram, maybe I will leave the link at the description below this video. So yeah, and this car, a little bit of a known fact here. This car has, according to the Hot Wheels Accelerators Wikipedia or something, they say this car has a V10 up front, scissor doors, and right-hand drive. But the truth is, this car, V10 up front, we're not so sure because we didn't see it in the animation. They didn't pop the hood, nothing. So that one I can't sure. Scissor doors, nah, it doesn't have scissor doors. In the animation, the doors open normally, just like what you see on what a normal car is. Scissor doors are usually like those Lambo doors you saw, but not on the baseline. And right-hand drive, on the animation, yes, it is right-hand drive. This car is driven by a Japanese guy called Shirako Takamoto, and voiced by crap, I forgot the name. I can't think of it right at the top of my brain, top of my head. Sorry, I just Kirby something. Kirby Morrow. Yes, yes, Kirby Morrow. That's the name. So Shirako Takamoto, voiced by Kirby Morrow, unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. So rest in peace, Kirby Morrow. But yeah, this car, yes, it is right-hand drive in the animation, but it's not right-hand drive in the casting. Due to the red windows, you can't really see, but you can sort of see a little bit of a steering wheel in there on the left side instead. I don't know whether this is just an error by Hot Wheels. When they released it, they said it's gonna be right-hand drive, but turns out it's not. It's becoming a left-hand drive car for some reason. But it would be cool to see this car in right-hand drive. It's a more futuristic representation of Australian youth, which they do drive on the right side of the vehicle. So yeah, it's just for some reason they made that messed up. But you know what? I'm not the one to complain. Um I'm not running Hot Wheels or something. I'm not even working in Hot Wheels or something. So I'm just the mere collector that likes to collect some cars that make my eyes glow when I see them. So this is one of them, the Hot Wheels baseline. So yeah, that's it for the video. At least for this week's video, at least. So thank you for watching. for this simple review and a little bit of a history lesson for my affection to this Hot Wheels baseline model. Uh, and yeah, so please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And please let me know that my videos got better or anything else in the comment section below. And I'll see you next video then. Stay tuned. Bye.